Today on the channel from the Marvel Legends Strange Tales wave, we got Daimon Hellstrom, we got Dracula, and we got Lilith.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Marvel Legends unboxing and review. And today, we're diving into some strange tales with Marvel's Dracula, Marvel's Lilith, and Daimon Hellstrom. But for all your Marvel Legends needs and a whole lot more, make sure you hit up jaystoysandgames.com. Use discount code Kyle, save yourself 15% in all in-stock items. Got to get a deal out there, including these bad boys right here. And of course, we're going to do this review like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. And a very cool wave here, Strange Tales. It is a fan channel exclusive for the Jay's Toys and Games of the world. You're not going to find this at the Walmarts and Targets, at least as of right now. That's not going to be the wave for these ones here. So a very cool, spookier side, I guess we'll call it, of the Marvel Legends universe here. And a fun little set. So we're going to unbox all of them, of course, on the channel. End of the week, we are going to rank the entire wave from my least favorite to my favorite and build Blackheart, the Build-A-Figure. So stay tuned to that. But of course, ladies first here on this channel. Ladies first channel here. And we got Marvel's Lilith. Not to be confused, of course, with the monsters. Lilith, you get the idea right there. But we do got the Strange Tales right down at the logo at the bottom. Feels like this should have kind of lined up with the Ghost Rider car. We did not end up getting, of course, kind of would fit in that same little universe there. Unfortunately, that never happened here. But the Strange Tales is here, and Lilith is here as well. Marvel Legends, Build-A-Figure, of course, Marvel's Lilith. Cool new packaging on these. I will say I do like the packaging on this. Lilith on the side, a little glamour shot. Lilith on the side over there. And then, on the back, what do we got? We got a bunch of jibber-jabber down low. We got Blackheart. We got that cross-sell. We'll unbox all these on the channel, of course. Got a little bit of a blurb. Let's see what it says about our friend Lilith right here. Lilith, the goddess of the underworld, is on a millennium-long quest to conquer the world as the mother of demons. Oh my gosh, she's the mother of demons, the band Demon probably. Demons 1, Demons 2, never forget those movies as well. See you later, goodbye. Spider-Man style, see you later, goodbye. And we got old Lilith, looks like we got a little cape right there. Gets its own little plastic prison, this cape. How about that? See you later, goodbye. And then we got a little plastic prison there. We got the Blackheart piece. Once again, we will be building that. Stay tuned. Love that there's no twist ties in here. No extra work for me. But there is tape, and tape sometimes can be some work. We do know that with Todd McFarlane sitting on the couch. Todd spying on the competition here today, straight from the couch. You big Lilith fan, Todd? Skyhook, see you later, goodbye. No, not a big fan? Okay, if you say so, Todd. Off to the side with the Blackheart pieces. We know we'll talk about those down the line as well, but we do get 2 extra hands with Marvel's Lilith here. She got those splayed out hands. She's going to do some mystical, magical things. We know how that goes. So we got those. Looking good here, and I did mention the cape here in green. Nice little cape. Should just plug in the back, shouldn't it? Does it plug through the hair? Nope, it goes underneath the hair, so we'll plug that in there. A very interesting cape here, and a wise man named Billy D. Williams, a.k.a. Lando Calrissian, told me, you go full cape. You don't do these half cape businesses here, because they just get in the way of things, and they just aren't as fun and aren't as fashionable. Not as fashion forward, of course. And we see that with Lilith here looking a little bit strange, but I guess it's the character. It's the character at the end of the day. But let's dive into this mother of the demons here. She's got some crazy hair. She's got some hole in her hair. She's got a little bit of female pattern baldness, I think is what that is. But you got a bunch of spots in the hair. A little bit translucent in that black hair, at least on the inside it is. Very big head on her here, much like a cone head, like a young Dan Aykroyd and Jane Curtin. How about that? Throwing away back in the day right there. But a very big cone head here. You got kind of some horns up here. She's giving you that demon feel without going full demon, because once you go full demon, we do know there's no going back, of course. Got some green earrings going there, very interesting. Some purple lipstick, very fashion forward once again. Got a little bit of a bandit kind of winged mask kind of going on there as well. And got the black and white attack underneath. Looking a little bit spooky, but some of us like our chicks spooky, let's be honest here. but looking good. Now, she does got the spider webbing pattern over the top there, down to the shirt, and then you even get some of that spider webbing on the purple on the arms there. Got 2 fists of fury right out of the package. She's ready to throw some punches in bunches, of course, but does have that webbing on the bicep all the way down to the forearm, and then we see that down into the thighs as well. Getting down to plain silver at the bottom there, looking pretty good. Now, of course, articulation, arm's going to go all the way around for us, bicep cut. Double jointed pinless elbows, those are the hits I want to be played with, of course. Hand back and forth, side to side. Hula hoop, no waist, nothing like that, just the hula hoop up there. You do get the big old splits out of Lilith, of course. In the underworld, doing the pummel horse like you wouldn't believe down there. Thigh cut, double jointed, pinless knees, once again, smooth as butter. Ankles up, down, back and forth, side to side. The usual Marvel Legend articulation right here. For a new character in the line, which is always fun, we're always here for that. Does she fit on a ringside collectible stand? No, she does not. Her hole needs widened. Somebody needs to step in there, widen out that hole a little bit, because it's just not going to fit, unfortunately, for old Lilith here. But besides that, not a terrible figure. I wouldn't say I'm an expert on Lilith. I don't really remember her a whole lot. I've heard the name. That's about it. Wasn't she, like, married to Dracula or Dracula's daughter or something along the way, too? I can't remember all her backstory here, but it is a fun figure. Going to build out the spooky verse, I guess, is what we're going to do in the Marvel Legends wave. And speaking of spooky, nobody's spookier than Dracula, of course. Maybe Bela Lugosi. This Dracula, a little bit more dangerous, a little bit more of a fighter. Somebody call in Wesley Snipes. We're ready to take him on. Stranger Tales, sure, why not? Strange Tales, Marvel Legend, of course. Build-A-Figure Blackheart, Marvel's Dracula. Not to be confused with the Universal Monster Dracula, of course. Looking totally different than that. On the back, got that going on. Cross-sell, jibber-jabber. See what it says about old Dracula on the back. The legendary vampire Vlad Dracula rules over the undead, spreading violence and terror on his quest for power. So, I could have wrote that cross-sell. That's pretty generic cross-sell. Let's talk about some of his blood feuds. Who's he feuding with? Who's he mad at? Who's he taking on? Let's get some of that going on. See you later, goodbye. Spider-Man style. See you later, goodbye. And he's loaded for bear. We got all kinds of stuff. The old plastic prison. Once again, we got some pieces for old Blackheart here. Gonna knock those off. Stick those to the pile. Get those ready. We do get 2 heads for Dracula because, as we know, 2 heads better than 1. We know that, of course. There's that. And we're almost there. Almost there. See you later. Goodbye. Let's dive into old Dracula here. We got 2 gripping hands out of the package. 1 tight grip, 1 a little bit looser grip there. 2 fists of Dracula Fury. When the fangs don't work anymore, that's when the fists come out, of course. Then we got a very cool blade here. Nice kind of soft gummy plastic, that's for sure. I know that'll upset some people, but you do got a very ornate sword here, all kinds of different stuff. Ready to go. So Dracula fighting with that. Now we do get 2 heads for Dracula. How do you want your Dracula? And this is a pretty good idea by the Marvel team, I will say here. So the head out of the package, it's screaming and yelling Dracula. He's got those fangs showing. He's ready to suck your blood is what he's ready to do right there. Got those big old earrings. That's a fashion choice for sure. I got those raised eyebrows ready to go. And he kind of looks a little bit like an old man. He's got those pointy elf-like ears like a Dracula might have if you're not Bela Lugosi. And then you do got that long hair on him with the long ponytail. You do got articulation in that ponytail, which is kind of nice. We get articulation in the other one as well. So a little extra articulation with that ponytail. Have him flying, have it windswept, do whatever you want with that there. But a good looking head. I'm not so sure about those earrings, but it is what it is. Now the second head here, this is stoic Dracula. This is Dracula talking to you, you know, buttering you up, getting ready to suck your blood or something like that. But a little bit more docile Dracula here. So depending how you're doing your Dracula, that's going to be your head sculpt. But diving into the figure itself, looking pretty cool, all things considered. Now, doesn't take care of his cape very well, as we can see. Torn and tattered throughout. This cape's seen better days. Cape is not removable. It is stuck onto the figure right here, so there's no getting around that one there. Bare shoulders up there at the top. That's really the only skin showing outside of the head. The rest is covered. And he's got the red and black attack going on. He's got the clasp for, of course, the cape in the front, and then he's got some Dracula armor. He's not going to take any stakes to the heart anytime soon. Maybe some garlic to the face, though. Maybe that'll get him. I don't know. But he does got some baggy arms on this one. Baggy shirt going there. You do get the bicep cut. Now, you do get the arms to go around, but you are blocked by this cape. And I wish this was a soft goods cape. Obviously not in the cards here today, but it is blocked right there. You do get the bicep cut. Single jointed elbow for Dracula. Really taking it back in time. Not sure how I feel about that. You do get the forearms. That you got a little movement on that one. Of course, hand removable back forth, side to side. hula hoop up top for old Dracula. And then look at this, no waist articulation. So we got some new body mold, new all kinds of stuff going on in this one. Feels weird not having that waist articulation, just the hula hoop. Now, you do get those big old Dracula splits. Oh my gosh, look at that. He's not messing around in the splits department. He's been working on that for a long time. Legs go up, thigh cut. Single jointed knee. Yep, single jointed knee on this one. So, nope, take that back. Double jointed knees. Just got a little knee pad in there. He does got some big old shin guards right here. And once again, I tell you what, Terry Steinbach getting a run for his money as of late. As these are Gary Carter. Yes, Mets and Expos legend Gary Carter. Got shin guards out of Gary Carter collection. So, deep cut if there ever was one. We've seen a lot more Gary Carter than Terry Steinbach lately. I'm going to have to phone up Terry and say, what's going on here? Gary's getting his wares out a little faster than you are these days. Red boots down here looking pretty good. Got the holes in the feet. Will he fit on a Mattel ringside collectible stand? Use discount code Kyle. Save 10%. And we're seeing a pattern here in the Strange Tales as Dracula's hole not deep enough either. So somebody needs to widen out Dracula. Somebody needs to get in his hole and deepen that hole along the way. But all things considered, I really do like this Dracula. This is probably going to be my favorite one of the set. We'll see. I'm going to rank them all, but going into it, you always got your perceived notions. That was kind of mine, that Dracula would be my favorite. But now we're turning our attention to just a young man here. We got Daimon Hellstrom looking extra demonic, of course, helping rule the underworld. Been a lot of the teams. He was in the Defenders for a while. I do remember that one, of course. Strange Tales, Marvel Legends. Daimon Hellstrom on the side. On the back, got the tail of tape, got this, the press over there, all the jibber jabber, all that kind of stuff down low. And then you got little black card action, UPCs, all the usual stuff we're accustomed to with our Marvel Legends, of course. And of course, can I get them out of the package here? Going in through the bottom. I'm a backdoor guy. You know me. I'm always going in through that back door. See you later, goodbye. Spider-Man, see you later, goodbye. Plastic Prison. Looks like he's getting ready to go to the old swimming hole is what it looks like to me. He looks like he's just a rope belt away from being a member of the Mayberry clan with Andy Griffith and the rest of the crew is what it looks like. Who knows? See you later. Through the air. Goodbye. And of course, Blackheart got a little foot action for him. Stick that off to the side. And we're going to get down to business here with old Daimon Hellstrom. Got a gripping hand and a gripping hand. Two gripping hands, two fisted hands. He's ready to throw down if he has to, of course. Has a trident that maybe might make Namor or Aquaman blush. Usually this is for under the sea, not the underworld. But here we are today. All gold on this one here. A little trident, a little staff. He's ready to poke at you. Much like the devil himself, but usually he has his in red, of course, as we saw on Number of the Beast album cover from Iron Maiden once upon a time. But here we are, we got the little guy. He's just a little guy. He means well, I guess. Got that fiery red hair. Wouldn't expect anything else from a guy from the underworld. Got some pointy ears akin to an elf is what he's got. Not sure how I feel about that. Got some bags under his eyes. He must not be sleeping. He must not be getting his sleep in. It happens to the best of us, as we know. A little bit of a sly smirk on the head. Not bad looking there. He does got a little pentagram on his chest, being extra devilish, and I think they kind of get away from that with a couple of lines that are outside. So it's not an official pentagram. It's got a little bit more to it. I don't know if they have to do that for licensing or what exactly, but it feels like they're doing that for some kind of a reason there. Gold forearm guards and a gold belt that matches, looking good. And then he's got kind of some capri pants on. I'm a fan of these capris. A little bit much, if you ask me. And like I said, he looks like he's going to go down to the old swimming hole. He's just missing a rope belt and maybe a pack of hot dogs and a string. And he's going to go fishing and maybe put the string on his toes. Maybe do some old school, stereotypical hillbilly stuff is what he looks like he's up to here. But an interesting looking figure. Very plain Jane, but not a bad figure for a customizer. If you're looking for a plain Jane body where you can take off some stuff, take off some paint if you want to, pop a different head on, I could see customizers enjoying this figure here. He does got nipples on him, so oh my gosh, he's got some nipples right there. We get down to the articulation, of course, head up and down, plenty of articulation there. Arms all the way around for us. You get those big butterfly shoulders, which are very nice. Bicep cut. Double jointed pinless elbows. You know we're here for that. Hands removable back and forth, side to side. Of course, nice little ab crunch. You can even hear it. Hear that ab crunch. Waist articulation as well. Big old Daimon Hellstrom splits if needed. Legs go up. Thigh cut. Double jointed pinless knees. The hits continue. You do got a calf cut, I guess we'll call it on that one. And then he's got his toes. He's got 5 toes. Looking pretty good, back and forth, side to side, up and down. Now, the true test of a man, is his hole deep enough? Can we get the stand in his hole? Could the third time be the charm? Let's see if we can get that stand in that hole. Oh, it fits, it glides right in there. Very easy, very smooth as butter. Fits right on that stand very easily there. Old Daimon Hellstrom, ready to go, ready to fit on a stand if he needs to. But these two, Lilith, Dracula, not fitting on a stand. Very interesting, some of the differences with some of these figures that we've seen, of course, over the years and we know here. But looking very good. I really like these three so far. Are they my favorite characters? Absolutely not. They're not tippy-tip-top guys. They're not the Wolverine. They're not the X-Men, the Spider-Mans, the Avengers. We understand that. But I love the Hasbro team giving us some of the deeper cuts in the Marvel Universe, helping build and grow out our collection. There is something fun about that, no doubt about it. So a fun wave so far. We got more to unbox, so hopefully you guys stay tuned. The best way to do that is to subscribe to this YouTube channel. Don't forget to like this video. And of course, I got another YouTube channel. Subscribe over there as well. Check out the Patreon channel, all kinds of stuff, including early access to all the videos from both YouTube channels, and you do support the channel. You can also support the channel at PersonTees.com, search Kyle Peterson. Don't forget to hit me up on social media, SirPaul64 on the X, _Kyle_Peterson on Threads, and on Instagram. So for Lilith, Dracula, and Daimon Hellstrom, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.